Hey, what's up? So in this video, I'm going to show you the top three tools for sending and doing cold emails. So basically, let's just jump straight into it. The first tool that I would recommend the most, which is by far the best tool I've ever used, is Clay. Clay basically pulls together a bunch of other tools, a bunch of different data providers. So you've got essentially you can build lead lists through LinkedIn, through local, through Google Maps, through literally I think they have like 50 plus data providers. That they use, and you can pull all of that information instead of having software and subscriptions to like freaking 20 different things. You can just have one subscription to Clay, and that allows you to pull all of the information from all of these. The second best thing that you can do, you can enrich all of the data as well. So, and I promise I'm not affiliated with Clay in any way. I just use the tool and it's so bloody good. You can enrich all of the data as well through like built with. You can do Google searches. You can do all sorts of different things. So you can find competitors. You can scrape the web. You can scrape, G2. You can scrape websites. You can do all sorts of stuff to pull that information. And then what you can do is you can actually combine it with AI to be able to write emails based on that. So you can personalize the emails or improve the relevance of the emails as well. So you can do all of that within one tool, which is really, really cool. And it basically replaces, because I could recommend like 20 good tools, but the thing is Clay kind of includes all of those 20 good tools in one place. So you're able to actually, find people's emails. You're able to verify the emails. You're able to, enrich data, build the lead list in the first place, like pull the information from different databases, like everything all in one place. And you can then push it to your sequencing, your email sequencing, and you can also push it to your CRM as well, and everything from one place. So for me, like Clay is by far the best tool. In terms of pricing options and stuff, just so you know, they've got it's relatively okay. It's like maybe you kind of have to be like really invested in cold email to do it. But yeah, you've got like 150, 350, 800 plus, and then it just works on like a credit based system. So yeah. And I would also recommend if you do sign up to like some of the data providers, you can then use your own API key as well. So if you've got GPT, for example, GPT-4, you don't have to spend credits on doing that. You can actually basically just pull it from your API, so you pay separately and you pay a lower cost. A couple of other things that are really cool. You can obviously find phone numbers. You can do waterfalls. So basically, if one data provider can't find something, it'll then try another data provider to find something. And a lot of times, one data provider won't have all the information. They'll have some of it. So you basically get way more coverage. So instead of finding like, say you got a list of 100, instead of finding 70 emails and having 30 that you just can't reach out to, even though that you know that they're good contacts, you then are able to find like an extra 10 or 20 email addresses that you can then still reach out to. So you're basically getting like 90% coverage instead of 70% coverage. So you're able to add like an extra 20 people, for example, or 20% in that case, of people that you can actually contact just by using waterfalls. So really cool that you can do that. And then the other thing as well is AI agent, basically, or AI agents. Basically, you can give them tasks and they can go and pull information around the web for you. So that you can basically do research at scale. And that's the best thing that I've found for Clayagent is you can actually do research at scale, right? Because if you're going to do research, you would have to do it manually and you'd have to go into account one by one. But if you're able to do research at scale in terms of like what kind of tech stack do they use, what are some of the things that they have on their website, like what it's like for nuanced bits of data that you can't just get from a simple scrape, you can use Clayagent to do that, and it works really, really well. So yeah, really cool, best tool by far that I found as far as a cold email tech stack and like what it could include. I've got other videos on my channel around that, so yeah, you can check those out. But yeah, Clay by far is my favorite tool. In terms of data providers, your main one is probably LinkedIn, but other than LinkedIn, I would say Apollo, just because the price is really, really good. So even though we've got Clay, Clay integrates just only via API to Apollo. So we can pull information from Clay via Apollo, but a lot of times we can build the lead list to start off with in Apollo. So I do think it's still like very, very useful just because of the price point. You still get 10K credits, which usually turns out to about like 7,000 emails from using Apollo for only like $49 a month. So it's still pretty cheap in terms of like a good data provider to get started with actually building your lead list and everything like that. And then what we do normally in terms of our workflows, we'll build it here initially, and then we'll push it into Clay to enrich it, to find more information, to do research, things like that, to personalize things, and then push it to the third tool, which is SmartLead. So SmartLead is and email sequencing tool. There are others on the market like Instantly. I have used Instantly as well. Love their UI. I really like Instantly as well, but I just switched over to here because it just has better, in my opinion, better client access. So yeah, there's these are just a couple of email sending tools that we currently use. These are just some of the active campaigns that we've got running at the moment. Sorry, emails. These are some of the tools that we use. But yeah, you're able to kind of manage obviously all of your master inbox in here. You can see all of the email campaigns that you have for like different clients and stuff. You can manage all of your leads. You can look at the different integrations. So you can actually push basically leads from Play into here. I haven't set that up actually. You can also build your lead list within ListKit. And you can have client access, you can have global analytics, you can have all that kind of stuff within one place, basically. So yeah, super useful. We're able to send, I think quite literally so far for the month, we're at 13,500 emails sent. So, and that's just in the past 10 days, I think. So yeah, just over 1,000 emails a day being sent at the moment for myself and a couple of other clients. So still got a lot of ramping up to do. But yeah, you can manage all your email accounts and it's all for one fee. I think we pay like $97 a month or something. So yeah, super useful. You can either use this or Instantly. It really just depends on your preference. They have, what I would say is they have just revamped the master inbox here. And it's really, really good. Basically emails that come through, they come through in real time. You can categorize things properly. You can follow up properly. It's just like having your Gmail, but for every single email that comes through in like one basically master inbox, literally. So yeah, these are the three tools that I would recommend. It's super useful, what I use every single day. And a workflow is quite literally start with Apollo, enriching Play, push to smart lead. That's literally the workflow that we do 9 times out of 10. Sometimes it might be different. If we're building a list of something else, we might use Crunchbase, we might use different something else. But normally 9 times out of 10, that is the workflow that we use. So yeah, hopefully you found this video useful. If you want more information on what we do, you can book a call below. Make sure that you are a marketing agency that does over 10,000 a month. And if you are, then we can schedule time to have a chat. And yeah, we do the whole done for you outbound services. Pricing starts from $500 a month. But make sure you have at least a couple of case studies, some testimonials, and have actually got product market fit. And if you do have any of those, then book a call below and we can chat. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.